Hello everyone, my name is Yusuf Edwards, and welcome to part 14 of the Abigail Freeman story. Let's begin. So, Abigail, who was still in the writing room at this point, was about to continue to write about the time in Civicat, her time in Civicat. So she said it was a busy morning. We didn't even eat breakfast actually, which I was a little bit disappointed about, but I understood very well what was going on. We were going to Civica for the first time to get my best friend's dad hired. It was a very important task, but I knew that my dad can do it, she said in the book. Then she continues to write. So, I was very nervous. Not about the airplane trip, but about the boss, his boss. I was very nervous for my dad to get his new friend hired. Could he be able to convince his boss to hire my best friend's dad in order to get him a job? I was very nervous. This could ruin our friendship, you know. So I was like, okay, calm down. Everything's gonna be fine. Everything's going to be okay. So I got dressed. After everything that I did in the bathroom, we were off to the races. We were gone from out the house. We were gone. I remember my nerves getting intenser and intenser by the hour at this point. And my hands started shaking a little bit. Because this was a very nerve-wracking thing. This was everything to me. Getting my best friend's dad hired was the utmost importance to my 8-year-old brain, which was already dealing with the friendship enough, of course. So I breathed in, breathed out. I breathed in and then I breathed out again. So, we make it to the airport, of course. Me and my dad pull up to the airport. My best friend, who's now my wife, Margaret, said to me, "Wow, you're coming too?" "Yes, this is very important. I need to be there too." "Okay, this is kind of weird," she said to me, and I said to her, "Don't worry, it's all going to be fine." After that, we went to the airplane. On the airplane, everything was going smoothly. To get over my nerves, I sat down next to her, and I said to myself, "I'm just gonna go to sleep. I'm just gonna take a nap until we are at Silvercat." So that's what I did. I took a nap, and it was very pleasant. After that, the plane lands, and it was time for us to go to Silvercat. I remember a lot of castles and lots and lots of buildings that wasn't castles. It was very, I don't know how to describe it at the time. Larger than life, maybe. That could be the word for it. she said she wrote in the book. I remember it quite well. It was quite sunny outside, and it was lots and lots of castles with cats on them, of course. And lots of statues with cats on them too. People were wearing cats t-shirts, and everything was just cats everywhere. It was everywhere. Cats were everywhere. People were holding cats. People were wearing cats on their t-shirts. Everything was cats. It was very strange. I remember my dad telling me to go play around with the cats. And I also remember that Margaret's dad told her to do the same thing too. So that's what we did. We played around with cats whilst my father and her father went to, of course, find my father's boss so he could get hired. So we played around with the cats. We played around with all of the cats at the time. And we we accidentally bumped into the king of Silvercat, who was also playing around with his cat at the time. And his daughter was also playing around with cats too. It was a very awe-inspiring experience. I remember watching them on TV for a couple of times in my brief time watching TV right before my dad turned it off for some reason at that one time. And so I was like, wow, you're the king of Silvercat. And the king says, yes, I am. It was nice meeting you. And we walked away. It was a very awe-inspiring experience at that time. So we were playing around with the other cats. And after that, it was time to eat dinner. Well, it was time to eat lunch, rather. So because at that particular point in time, because at that time, my father and my best friend's father had caught up to my father's boss, of course, and they were talking, and he had never saw me since the pictures, and he wanted to see me in real life. So that's why we ate lunch. I met my father's boss for the first time. He was a very good friend, a friend of the family. He at this time was dating my aunt at the time, and she had told him about me, and showed me pictures of me, and he was like, wow, I can't wait to meet her. This is gonna be fun. And that's why we had lunch. Or one of the reasons. Also, getting my best friend's dad hired at his job. That's the first priority. So we met him, and everything was going well. And he was talking to his boss, and he was talking about getting my best friend's dad hired at his job. And as expected, he loved him. My best friend's dad was like, very charismatic, very into the job, when even though he didn't know how much he paid yet, of course. So my father's best friend, to my father's new friend, who was my best friend's dad, my father's my father's boss over, and to make a long story short, he got hired. And everything was going well. And after we ate lunch, everything was like, we were like, have a good time. We were walking out the restaurant, and all of a sudden, a car comes, and then all of a sudden, this car comes like speeding by us. And then all of a sudden, this guy gets out of the car and kidnaps us. He grabbed us and kidnapped us. It was horrifying and very terrifying, to say the least. And that was it. This car grabbed us and just speeded away. And I was crying. I didn't know what to do. It was very traumatizing, to say the least. And then after that, she put down her pencil and she said to herself, "Oh, wow, that was horrifying to relive. I need a break after that. Jesus Christ," she said to herself. She pulled her chair back, she got up from her chair, and she left. She left her writing room for the night. Went back to we sat down, went to the living room, sat down on the couch, and that was it. To be continued. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, leave a like, subscribe to my channel, leave a comment down below telling me whether you like about the video or hate about the video, and I will see you next time. Bye bye for now.